I'm off to run some errands. Please tidy up this place.
No!
Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
Benny's is kicking off Father's Day with popping deals for dad. In the month of June, visit a Benny's near you and get 19 to 25% off selected items such as Milwaukee and Axie power tools, Charbroil barbecue grills, car care products, Karcher pressure washers, and much, much more. Make dad happy with popping deals for dad in June, only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, 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 oh.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, tomb of first king discovered at Caracol. Archaeologist Dr. Jaime Awe leads research project at Sunantonich, and Belize takes a hard look at combating sargassum issue affecting the country. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
As is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Welcome to Plus News for Thursday, July 11th. I am LJ Wade. A major archaeological breakthrough has been made at the ancient Maya city of Caracol. During this year's field season, Working under an official permit from the Institute of Archaeology, NICH, renowned archaeologists Dr. Arlen and Diane Chase of the University of Houston uncovered the tomb of Tekab Chak, the first king and founder of Caracol's royal dynasty. Tekab Chak, who ascended to the throne in 331 AD, was found buried at the base of the royal family shrine. The Chases have been digging at Caracol since 1985. According to them, they decided to revisit a site that was dug in 1993, and when they investigated the area even deeper, they stumbled upon the king's tomb.
The find was actually made in February, but it's based on over 40 years of research at the site. We've been digging there at Caracol since 1985, when the Institute of Archaeology first proposed that we work there for minimally 10 years. We've now been there for 40 years. We've spent a lot of time doing mapping, digging in the settlement, digging in the epicenter, and as a result of that, we tend to go back and forth between settlement and epicenter. This year we did a little of both. And one of the things that we did was reopen a 1993 excavation to double check something in our archaeological drawings by going underneath a late classic tomb that we did not do in 1993. And when we did that, we discovered a tomb that dated to around 350 AD.
This particular tomb is important for a variety of reasons. On one hand, it is the first tomb that we found that we can identify with a ruler at Caracol. That is huge. In addition to that, the tomb and its context and the relationships with the other excavations that we've done over the years showcases that Maya dynastic rulership was a local development in Belize at Caracol, that it's not something that was introduced from the outside. There are many suggestions about how important the site of Teotihuacan, which is outside of Mexico City, was in terms of the Maya. This showcases, again, that development of dynasty was internal and it was not caused by an invasion of or determination by that other city.
King Chak's tomb contained 11 pottery vessels and a wealth of elite offerings, including carved bone tubes, jadeite jewelry, a mosaic jadeite mask, Pacific spondylus shells, and other rare materials. This historic find not only sheds light on the early origins of Caracol's royal lineage, but also further solidifies the site's status as a powerful political, military, and economic center in the ancient Maya world.
This tomb was found in the Northeast Acropolis, and before it was found, we had essentially two very special burials in the Acropolis that we were sort of outliers. We had one in the plaza, which was full of that we'd found in 2010, that had Teotihuacan Central Mexican green obsidian in it, along with Teotihuacan vessels and the atlatl point. Atlatl points and actually the tip for a spear thrower. And the other one was a tomb that was found in 2009 in the North Building. We knew it was early classic, but we didn't know exactly what it was doing there because it was underneath a terminal classic palace. The building that it was in, however, went back to the late pre-classic or around 300 BC. The tomb there dated, we guessed, between around 350 to 380, but we couldn't be sure. What this tomb shows us is that all three of these deposits are tied together. They all share similar iconography, which is art styles on the pottery vessels. There are 4 stretch captive vessels in the central cremation burial we found in 2010. There's one in the tomb from 2009, and there are 4 of them again in this chamber. So this is a kind of pottery that was made and decorated in a very limited time span. Also, the tomb in the North Building, one of the vessels has a hummingbird motif, which is matched almost exactly by the same motif in one of the vessels in the Eastern tomb that we found this term. So this suggests to us that even beyond that, that we're dealing with a family group, a relatively short time span. All of this is being deposited between 330, 350, 360 AD, and that there is probably the ruler, the wife, and then likely a son that may have even traveled to central Mexico and come back to Caracol with all of the materials that are in the cremation. He's buried as if he were an elite Teotihuacano, which is not noted elsewhere in the Guatemala, in the southern lowlands of Mesoamerica.
The discovery of King Chak's tomb marks the first confirmed tomb of an identifiable ruler discovered at Caracol in over 40 years of research. The director of the Institute of Archaeology, Melissa Badillo, said that this is a major milestone discovery for Belize.
From the point of the Institute of Archaeology here in Belize, we are very excited and very proud of this find in partnership with the University of Houston and the Caracol Archaeological Project. This is a milestone discovery at Caracol, and it certainly speaks towards the partnership, the long-standing partnership that we've had with Doctors Arlen and Diane Chase. It certainly puts Belize on the forefront and highlights the importance of our archaeological sites here and within the region. It brings awareness and the increase in visitations, increase in interest in archaeological research in Belize. We welcome everybody to come and visit Caracol. We can look forward to updates as it pertains to this tomb in the near future. We will be posting some of the information as we get it. We will be working internally on digitally documenting the contents of the tomb. So we will be sharing those as they become available, and hopefully, bring some of this into Caracol at the reserve, where people can then interact with these pieces and the tomb itself. But certainly, it brings a big awareness and brings Belize archaeology to the forefront in the region and internationally, and we're certainly happy about that.
Following the news that the tomb of Tekab Chak was uncovered, many critics were questioning how the Institute of Archaeology would go about documenting the artifacts to ensure those artifacts remain in Belize. Melissa Badillo assured the public that everything is up to standard and that the artifacts would not be leaving the country.
The entire process for research in Belize is very well documented. There's documents involved, paperwork, we have monitoring, and I can assure you that the contents of the tomb is here in country. And as I mentioned earlier, we will be showcasing some of these possibly next week if we have them ready. And we will be providing further updates as we move along and as we work with the Chases in, getting some of the additional research completed and seeing how much more information can be ascertained from the discovery.
The country is currently suffering from a heavy flow of sargassum. While it plays a vital role in marine biology, sargassum leaves behind a putrid odor and is quite an eyesore, especially for countries that rely on tourism, such as Belize. The Prime Minister stated that they are seriously considering declaring the issue a national emergency.
Yeah, I think we pretty soon will have to declare that probably a national emergency, be able to move financing to help with the cleaning of the sargassum. It's no one's fault. It's the more developed countries that with the climate change and everything. Again, as always, we end up paying that price. So we have been in formal discussions with both the air representative and the Minister for the Blue Economy and the Minister of Tourism, Anthony Marla, and quite likely we're going to discuss that on Tuesday and see if what plans we can come up to be able to help to clean some of that sargassum.
Today, the Minister of Disaster Risk Management, the Honorable Henry Charles Usher, was also asked to comment on the sargassum issue. Usher says that they have organized a sargassum task force to look at how they can mitigate the damage caused by sargassum.
To me, it is a natural disaster that we have to look at from all sectors of government. As a matter of fact, yesterday there was the first meeting of the Sargassum Task Force that was established by Cabinet, that is chaired by the Minister of Tourism, and it brought together different organizations, including disaster risk management, to look at how we can mitigate the damage from sargassum, not only the environmental damage that the sargassum is causing, but of course the tourism aspect of it, where we see the sargassum on the beach causing the area not to be an area that tourists want to visit, etc. So this is an all-of-government approach, and I believe that the Prime Minister is right in saying that this is a disaster we have to look at, and it's going to recur. The last time it was this big was in 2022, but it doesn't mean that it didn't happen in 23 and 24. And this time we have seen huge amounts in 25, and we can expect to have the same going forward. So we have to have plans in place, strategies in place to mitigate it.
Belize isn't the only country in the Caribbean suffering from sargassum washing up on its beaches and coastal towns. Other Caribbean countries, however, such as Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago, are now turning sargassum into energy. Is that a viable pathway for Belize? Here's what Minister Usher had to say.
Like everything else, it's a lack of resources that you can. Yes, there are areas where you can turn into energy sources, into different material, but the sargassum comes with a lot of heavy metals, and that is really the biggest environmental risk. It comes with lead, etc. Heavy metals that you have to extract to be able to turn it into whatever you're going to do. That extraction process is costly. So we have to look at ways in which we can find the resources to be able to do that. But in the meantime, we have to look at how we're going to dispose of it, how we're going to remove it from the areas where they are right now. And I do think, going back to the last question, that the Ministry of Tourism, or BTB, is going to assist the San Pedro Town Council with trying to get some resources to be able to use I forget the name of the boats, but to use the boats to go there to do the cleanup.
We'll take a first break and be right back. Stay tuned.
When the power goes out, life is disrupted. Be prepared and keep your home powered up with a generator from Benquip. We carry brands such as Honda, Kohler, and JCB. Schedule your installation, maintenance, and assessment to keep your generator ready and waiting to protect your family and home the next time the power fails. Stay in control of your power with a generator from Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
Electricity is evolving, and BEL is leading the way with smarter connections across Belize. Meet AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. It's not just a meter, it's a smarter way to manage power. Smart meters record your energy use in real time and securely send the data to BEL. Key customer benefits include real-time insights into energy usage, improved home energy planning, integration of solar, battery, and EV technologies, and innovative customer service solutions. Get ready! AMI is coming soon to municipalities across Belize, including the Keys, to give you more control and reliability. BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
A special guest just landed at Belize to enjoy some of the summer fun, and we heard he brought gifts. You've got it, it's All Saint Nick, and he's in Belize, teaming up with NextGen to give you the ultimate Christmas in a July streaming deals. Summertime, but we still bring the jingle. Get 6 months of lower prices on our stream bundles. Unwrap your deals of 25 megabytes for just $69 a month, or 50 megabytes for $89 a month, or get 100 megabytes for only $99 a month. Plus, enjoy free installation on all packages. With low prices locked in for 6 months, you'll enjoy incredible streaming rates all the way to the end of the year. The ultimate streaming celebration officially begun. Contact us to sign up today and follow us on social media for upcoming pop-up events near you.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
In an attempt to save money, the government of Belize has enacted a vehicle management tracking system. Over 700 of the government's fleet of vehicles have been equipped with a tracker. The device keeps track of the vehicle's speed, its use on weekends, and even prohibits vehicles from idling for more than 5 minutes. Minister Usher told us more.
A vehicle management tracking system. I can say that tracking system has been implemented. I think so far about 750 vehicles do have the trackers on them, and they can do the services that you referred to. They can note when a driver is going over a certain speed. Actually, a warning comes up in the vehicle if they go above a certain speed. If the driver is idling, the vehicle can be shut down. The vehicle can be shut down for the weekend, etc. So we're hoping that we can see savings from this. And the unions who chair the cost-saving committee also believe that we can see savings if we utilize this system properly. As to the culture, I hope that it will allow for a change in terms of the vehicle usage.
Following an investigation into the shooting of Jamal Hyde on April 5th, police have formally arrested and charged 25-year-old Willem Koyi with abetment to commit attempted murder. The shooting was captured on surveillance video showing an armed man in a white vehicle firing 13 shots at a black vehicle parked outside T&J store in Belmopan. During the incident, Jamal Hyde was reportedly inside the vehicle and had been struck in the leg by a bullet. The suspected triggerman in that incident was killed shortly after. The Ministry of Investment, through its Investment Policy and Compliance Units in collaboration with the Taiwan Technical Mission and the Ministry of Human Development, Family Support and Gender Affairs, officially launched the second phase of its cell phone repair training for women in Belize project. Last year, during phase 1, a cohort of women in the Corozal and Orange Walk districts participated in a technical skills training program where they received cell phone repair skills, opening up the potential for self-employment and small business development in emerging sectors. The ministry believes that by introducing this program in the Cayo district, many women will be able to enhance their skills and strengthen their entrepreneurial spirit. We'll take our final break and be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Manuel, el cajón se volvió a trabar. Creo que debemos ir a Builders Hardware otra vez.
¿Otra vez? ¿Por qué no solo pedirlo en línea?
Ah, es cierto. Manuel, se me olvidaron las guías del cajón.
I really thanks and appreciate all those who are concerned and let it happen.
I feel excitement, happy. I'm glad I have a new home. It's make a big difference in our life. Really, really big difference. It's like you say you want to start something and you know you cannot finish, but this right here, it's a big, big difference.
This new home is very important and special to me. It's a starting point for a better future and a secure environment for my little family.
Yo me siento pues muy orgullosa pues de que ya tengo mi casa y pues no tenía pues en dónde quedar y pues aquí está ya tengo en dónde estar con ella, con mi hija.
This is not just a home, but it's a fighting chance for both of them. Housing is very, very important. It's a backbone of every household. If you don't have shelter, you will have a very stressful life. You won't be able to concentrate on your other goals. So it's very crucial. I think the government up to now is doing a very wonderful job investing in this sector of society. And I do hope that it will continue that way or even more.
In our world that's always changing, one thing stays the same.
Our promise as Smart Belize to keep you connected.
Connected to the moments, the people, and the future that matter most.
With every new tower, our service upgrades, and every new smile, we're keeping our promise in building more than a network.
We're building a future, a family as Smart Belize. From Punta Gorda to Corozal, we are here not just as a network, but as your partner in progress.
We have grown significantly over the past 20 years, and we just keep growing. Thank you for placing your trust in us. We remain dedicated to providing meaningful connections that bring value in every way that matters to you. We continue to bring people together.
Electricity is evolving, and BEL is leading the way with smarter connections across Belize. Meet AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. It's not just a meter, it's a smarter way to manage power. Smart meters record your energy use in real time and securely send the data to BEL. Key customer benefits include real-time insights into energy usage, improved home energy planning, integration of solar, battery and EV technologies, and innovative customer service solutions. Get ready! AMI is coming soon to municipalities across Belize, including the Keys, to give you more control and reliability. BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
The hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? Get the essentials you need to stay safe this hurricane season, such as plywood, tarp and rope, first aid kit, rubber boots, raincoats and rain ponchos, generator, portable radio and batteries, flashlight and kerosene lanterns. Weather the storm with these products and more from Benny's. Quality and savings.
Renowned Belizean archaeologist Dr. Jaime Awe is currently leading an archaeological excavation at Sunantanich, one of the largest and most significant Maya sites in the Cayo district. The excavation is part of the Belize Valley Archaeological Reconnaissance Project, BVAR, an initiative founded by Dr. Awe over 30 years ago to advance archaeological research in Belize and provide training opportunities for both local and international students. For the past 3 weeks, Dr. Awe and his team have been conducting excavations aimed at uncovering more about the site's historical significance, including efforts to determine the origins and age of the ancient city.
This summer, we've been part of our focus, because we don't only work at Sunantanich, but a major part of our focus at Sunantanich was to get a better sense of how long was this city occupied. And then we also wanted to spend a lot more time on completing work that we did on this temple called Structure A7, which you have seen before. So to understand how long this city was occupied, we've been placing strategic excavations in some of the courtyards, in some of the smaller buildings, bedrock or bust. In other words, you have to dig till you get to bedrock, and then you will have the entire history or chronology of that city, when it started from a small village to when it became this large city. And so we've been able to do that. We know, for example, now from the work that we're doing, that up here where we are, there was a small little village sometime around 1200 to 1000 BC. There were no big temples like you see right now. And gradually from that small village, right, this area starts to develop and population starts to increase. The buildings that we see here, really the first one, the first major monumental building is erected, a couple of centuries after the birth of Christ. But these big buildings right now, most of these were built somewhere between 700 and 900 AD.
Strategic excavation units have been established across the site to develop a clearer historic chronology. These particular digs were led by Belizean students participating in the BVAR program. During the excavation, the team discovered a burial site and began expanding a previously uncovered courtyard. The students shared insights into their findings and spoke highly of the experience gained through the BVAR initiative.
We have been exposed to our beautiful Maya sites, right? We only read about it in school, and with the help of Dr. Awe, we got the opportunity to actually come and excavate in one of the units here. It has been amazing because it's more on hands-on learning. What we found throughout the 3 weeks, we exposed a burial here in Ball Court 1. We also dug into the courtyard to see how far it would go. We also dug into the back of the unit, which is to expose the eastern wall. So that was pretty interesting. Throughout that, we went through a couple walls, went through a couple levels, or finds, ceramics. Chert is a kind of stone it adapts to its environment. So sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's yellow, orange, all different colors. It's beautiful. We found a bit of obsidian in our unit.
This has been honestly an amazing experience. When I was younger, I'd always especially when traveling to Toledo to visit my grandparents, going to the Maya sites and seeing them. So to actually work and being it from nothing to something was just amazing to see. One of my favorite part of this was just finding all the pottery, especially because when we got closer to bedrock, we kept finding a lot of pottery with Savannah orange, which is very, very beautiful. So that was one of my favorites.
Dr. Awe created the BVAR project to give Belizeans greater access to the field of archaeology. Reflecting on his early experiences, he noted that many of Belize's archaeological discoveries were made by foreign researchers. The BVAR program, held annually during the summer, is open to anyone interested in exploring the discipline.
The idea was that, growing up, I had seen that the archaeological projects in the country of Belize were all sort of supervised or directed by foreign archaeologists. And I thought, you know what, we Belizeans need to also get involved with researching our own heritage and our own past. So I began the project in 1988. And like I said, there was a threefold focus of that project. Number one was education. I wanted to make sure that we could educate a lot of younger Belizeans to be a part of this. And then we also wanted to do research, because most articles that I had read published about the archaeology of Belize were written by North American and European archaeologists. So I also wanted to contribute to that narrative from a Belizean perspective. And then the third objective was that we could then also conserve our heritage. We do this every year because I think it's important that Belizeans participate in the development of archaeology in our own country. Right? We welcome the foreigners to come as partners with us, but then we also need to demonstrate to the next generation of Belizeans that they can also do it.
While one group focused on excavation, another concentrated on preserving existing structures. A conservator from the Institute of Archaeology explained the importance of protecting these ancient monuments for future generations.
Most of the work that we are doing in the conservation work is try to expose the structures and the architecture of the structures here in all the sites in Belize. So for example, we could see that at the back we are exposing one of the structures, like how Dr. Awe was talking about, we are exposing the architecture. So at one point, if you could see the other structure, they are still on vegetation, but then the archaeologists have to come and do the investigation. Then from there, we have to decide which phase of construction of the architecture that we have to expose for the tourism purpose. It's very important because it's a balancing. At some point, it's good to, how could I say it, to conserve it for tourism and for future generation. But at some point, we have to take care of it and maintain it regularly. Because if we just expose it and we don't maintain it, then it will begin to deteriorate. So at some point, it's just balancing. At some point for me, just like leaving it like how it is better than just exposing.
Individuals interested in participating in the BVAR project can contact Dr. Jaime Awe through the Institute of Archaeology for more information. And that's the news. Thank you for joining us. From all of us here at PlusTV, have a good night and God bless.